Hey guys, it's Goach here and welcome to episode 7 of the FUT Champions My Journey on FIFA 17. Now in this episode we are going to be playing the 7th week of the FUT Champions, or the 3rd week within November. And the reason I mentioned the 3rd week in November is because now obviously everybody knows about the monthly rewards. As you can see on the bench and the reserves there, we do have 4 or 5 of the red cards. I did manage to get 12 of them, and if you want to see who I managed to get, make sure to look in the description as well as on the channel for the previous video, which does have the rewards for the month of October. So anyway, we move on to this episode, and I've got a few things to talk about during the episode, etc., as per usual. The first thing I'm going to talk about just quickly, because I know I talked about it way too much in the last episode, it was really irrelevant to anything, was that I was talking about the editing that I do for this series, and basically how the frame rate has been dropping for the series and making the image on the screen and the gameplay look very jagged and horrible. Basically, I think I've sorted it all now. I'm not too sure. The last episode looked slightly better than the previous one before that, and hopefully this one looks fine. I'm sure I don't know if it's going to be perfect, but hopefully it's a lot better than it was. Because basically what's happened was, when I was importing footage from the Elgato into Premiere Pro, which is the software I use to edit on my Mac, it was basically the default FPS on Elgato is 30, and it was basically importing it at 25 for some stupid reason. So hopefully I've fixed it all now. I had to change where I import it from, etc. But yeah, as I said, hopefully it's done, and that's that. Anyway, let's move on to the gameplay, because I've realised that when I upload this series, I don't actually talk much about the gameplay. Although, you know, I probably won't talk about it much this episode. I'm sure I'll end up talking about some other silly thing. The main target, as you guys know, for this series is for me to finish Elite in the month overall. But the short-term goal, if you like, is to finish Elite in the week. Now, I haven't managed it yet. I've finished Gold 1 6th for the last, basically for every FUT Champions there has been on FIFA 17. 6 weeks, 6 Gold 1 finishes. Can this week be the week that we finish Elite? We will have to find out towards the end of the episode. Anyway, through this episode, you guys will see, I'll be talking about my form, and you'll see there's a couple of clips within the video that shows how many wins I was at certain stages. By the way, this goal was really, really nice. A lovely little triangular movement from the front three. And also I'm going to be talking about the Hazard Squad Builder Challenge. Now, a lot of people are saying it's not worth it. The reason for that is that he's going to get a better card in the future, and that it's probably a waste of coins. Like, it's going to cost between probably 300,000 to 400,000 coins unless you have a lot of players in your club. Now, for me, I had a lot of BPL players. I've opened, 12 100k packs now from the Gold 1 rewards, and each time I keep every single Premier League player, mainly the high-rated ones, probably not the low-rated ones because they're a bit pointless for the Squad Builder challenges. But I knew, or I had a feeling that the Hazard Squad Builder Challenge would be expensive. By the way, the FUT Champions, our first 10 games, shocking. 7 for free is, I believe, my worst start I've had so far. But yeah, a lot of people have been saying that they don't think it's worth it, mainly because obviously the price, and the one that's hurting people's wallets the most is the Belgian Squad Builder Challenge. Now, in front of me on my Xbox, I do have the Squad Builder Challenge that I have, everything I've completed. Obviously, you guys can't see this because you're watching the gameplay. But I've completed every single Squad Builder Challenge, bar the Belgian one. And I managed to snipe Inform Benteke. He's going for 120k. He's extinct, but you can snipe him. One appears every 5 minutes or so, or it was for me anyway. I managed to get him for 100k actually, so 20k cheaper. But the only players I need now is Courtois, Alderweireld and Dembele. Now, the reason I'm waiting to buy them is because when you're watching this hopefully should be up around Monday or Tuesday, so the 21st, 22nd of November. On the, what is it going to be, 26th maybe of November is Black Friday, and that notoriously for the last couple of years has lowered the prices of players dramatically. A lot of people are saying, as I've said in previous episodes, that it's going to drop the market by like half it's not. I don't think it will, mainly because of FUT Champions. A lot of people aren't going to be selling their players, like myself, for example. But I think for example, out of Ireland, he might drop from 27, 28 to 20. Courtois, I think at the moment he's going for about 70 to 80k. So hopefully he drops to about 50 to 60. And then Dembele, I could just buy now. It's not really a big deal. He's only going for like 12, 13k. But I need to get some of these players in my 100k packs for the loyalty bonus. But for me, basically the point I'm trying to get at is I think the Hazard is worth it. Yes, the way he's playing in real life, he's going to get a better card in the future. He's no doubt probably going to get a Team of the Season card. For me, Chelsea are going to win the league, so I think Hazard will get a Team of the Season card, or he's going to get plenty of informs anyway. But for me, I'm not going to buy those informs. For me, because he's untradeable, it means that there's no real value to him. Yes, there's the value of the money that you put into him, but you're never going to be able to sell him. So, again, I've said for me about 4 times, but it means that my left forward position in my team is pretty much solidified for the rest of the game. There's no legend players that I want to get. If you guys are interested, which you're going to have to be anyway, because I'm going to be talking about it now. So yeah. But the players I've almost got the team I want. I say almost because it's quite a lot of coins to get who I want eventually. But I say the only players. I want Vieira in midfield, so I can have a midfield of Pogba, Vieira, and Kante. I want eventually George Best, and I also want Laurent Blanc. Now, Laurent Blanc, I've previously said, is going to be the player that I purchase first, mainly because he is. I haven't used him, but he is apparently, and from very good sources, aka big YouTubers that are very good at the game and pro players, etc. They say Blanc is the best centre back on the game. Now, I can obviously see that with his pace, etc., his height, his work rate. I used him for over 300 games last year, and I know this FIFA is very, very different to last year, but he's just amazing. So I'm going to pick him up. He's already dropping to just above 500k, which is just mad for a player that for a player that can affect teams in so many ways. And for me, the best form of attack is defence. Yes, I know so many people have said that before, but especially in FUT Champions, if you don't concede any goals, or if you have a player that helps you to concede less goals. For example, look at that clip there. Why Bailey isn't backing off on his own, I don't know. I had to use him to control. By the way, look at this block from Ibra. Absolutely fantastic. But I think I'm going to replace Bailey with Blanc. Now, I've only just brought in Koscielny for this weekend, but just by using a slightly higher rated defender, I can really tell the difference, and that's why I'm really excited to get Blanc. I think him and Koscielny could work. However, if I start not to like or not liking Koscielny, I will bring Bailey back in, and I'm sure I will try him and Blanc together as well. But I'm hoping to get Blanc by the next 2 or 3 weekend leagues. Let's say I finish Gold 3 times. So he's finished Gold 3 this week, which you have to wait and see if I do or not. And then the other 2 as well. That's 150k already that I've made back. Plus, hopefully I get something decent in the packs. But yeah, with the Black Friday, etc., it's going to lower the prices of players like Blanc, like Vieira, like Best. I doubt I'll ever get Vieira or Best before the end of 2016. But I'm hoping when Team of the Year comes out, I will be putting some more of my own money into the game. Not too much, because with FUT Champions, there's not really any need as long as you're patient. But the order I want to get Blanc first, then I want Vieira, and then eventually I will get Best. And obviously the left forward position is going to be the player of the month, Hazard. Once I eventually get him, hopefully by the next episode, not the next episode. Christ, that took a long time to say that. The next episode will be the rewards from this week, and then the episode after will be next week's FUT Champions. So you will hopefully be seeing me using Player of the Month Hazard, although there are quite a lot of stipulations for next week's FUT Champions, I believe. So maybe I might not be able to use him. I'm not too sure. I have to wait and see what is needed. So actually, in fact, no. I think it's fine. I think it's just 7 nationalities and. 7 nationalities and it's 1 legend on the bench, and in the team, which is fine because obviously we only have one legend at the current moment in time. So yeah, that's that basically. And although at the start of the episode I said I was going to talk about the gameplay, I have not talked about it at all. So let's get away from that. You guys now know the team that I'm aiming for in the next couple of months, and hopefully, as I said, by the end of Team of the Year or around there, I can have pretty much that whole team. So yeah, so that first touch from Ibrahimovic there was absolutely ridiculous. And as you guys, well, you may or may not know, this game is my third to last game, and we do get a rage quit. So I believe I show you now. We are very close to the promised land of Elite. As you can see, we absolutely slapped that guy. His Butland was keeping him in the game. We are on 28 wins with 2 games remaining. Now, imagine, or not imagine, but the start that we had, 7-3, I thought we'd never get anywhere near Elite. We have 2 games to get Elite. Now, moving to extra time, as you can see, Salah came on as a sub. Look at the dribbling, look at the pace. His players have no idea where it is. A lovely 1-2 with Kante, 1-0 in extra time. At this point, I am pooing myself because I really, really want Elite, and I knew that I had to get the next goal in the game. And a lovely run from Renato Sanchez, another sub that I used a lot, and somebody I would really recommend you guys to put just on your bench. Bring him on in like the 70th minute. Bring him on in extra time. His fresh legs, his strength really help. And as you can see, he scores, and then Salah scores again. Ties it up. What am I on about? Wins us the game 3-0, and we do get Elite for the week, which is why you guys are seeing this episode earlier this week rather than on the Thursday when I usually upload it, because I'm going to be uploading a rewards video, hopefully a live con, but I'm not too sure. At the on the Thursday, so it'll be a shorter video for you guys to see. But as you can see, we did finish Elite, 29 wins out of 40. I could have got 30. I did lose the last game. I played it for the monthlies, but I did lose. But anyway, thank you guys for watching the episode. If you have enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time.